Good morning. Welcome to the Daily Echo. We are back. It's been a while. We're going to try to do a few more live sessions. We are coming at you terrific Tuesday, November 19th. I wanted to relate an analogy that I think is really important, and I couldn't find one anywhere on the internet, so we're recording this one live. I was in a presentation about 2 weeks ago in my BNI group, and one of the members gave this analogy that is actually from Ivan Misner, who's the guy that started BNI. But I want you to really think about this. It stuck with me quite a bit because I think that this analogy can really be applied in just about anything, but mostly individually to each one of us. So when we're looking at a bar of iron, typically a block of it may be worth $5 or $10 if it's by itself. If we're to take that same bar of iron and we are to convert it and make horseshoes out of it, we have now taken this asset that's maybe worth $5 or $10 and we've turned it into $20. So we've taken this thing and we've actually increased its value. We've increased the amount of money that it's worth. The same bar of iron, if we took it and made a bunch of screwdrivers, we have now increased the value of that bar of iron to about $250. Taking it a little bit step further, we take that same bar of iron and we have to become a little bit more refined. We have to use some tools potentially, and we have to do things a little bit more work, and we make sewing needles out of these. Then we now have increased the value from $5 to $10 up to approximately $3,000. One step further, if we take that bar of iron or that block of iron and we really refine it and we make balance springs for watches, more detail, takes more time, more energy. We've increased the value of that block of iron from $5 to $10 to $250,000. And the same thing applies with each and every one of us. And I know there's many times in my life that I was making horseshoes. I may not even been making horseshoes. I wasn't doing a whole lot with what I had. I was making excuses. There was reasons why I couldn't do this or that. I'm not sure I've ever made a balance spring for watches yet, but I got a lot of life left, so I'm going to continue to push that. As you think about where you're at in your life and you think about your clay, who you are, your assets, understand the potential to turn $5 to $10, what you may perceive as $5 to $10, into these balance springs for watches, $250,000. Each and every one of us has so much more potential, and yet a lot of times we spend times pondering and focusing on why we can't achieve something instead of understanding that we can achieve so much more. And sometimes we have to make the horseshoes and the screwdrivers first, and then we have to go to the sewing needles. And we get to the sewing needles and we're like, wow, I've accomplished so much more, I can't do anymore. And it takes someone to motivate us and inspire us to be able to do more and eventually make those balance springs for watches. So as you go through the day-to-day, think about that. Use this analogy, teach others this, in your corporations, in your companies. Look for the potential. There's so much potential out there that we leave untapped. Have a terrific Tuesday. We'll be coming back at you again, maybe live tomorrow. We'll see. We'll try to do a few more live sessions. As always, thanks for taking time to watch the Daily Echo.